Hello guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video for you guys today. I'm going to show you my shower routine, or like my hygiene routine, all the things that I use in and some out of the shower, because I have to wash this mop tonight, and I thought what better time than tonight to do this. I'm going to go ahead and go through all the things that I use in the shower. And then once I come out of the shower, I will talk to you guys about the things that I use once I'm out of the shower. Now, some of these things I don't use every day, like my hair, for instance. I only wash my hair like once a week. Ew! I know that sounds gross, but my hair does really well if I just wash it once a week. I have trained my hair to do it that way also. I started training my hair to go without washing back in 2020. When we were at home, it was really easy for me to do that because we were all at home. I wasn't getting out as often. So I trained my hair, and now I can go, the most I've went is like 10 days without washing my hair. Don't judge me. I'm going to talk to you guys about the stuff that I use for my hair. And that is something I only do like once a week. I do use some products every single night. And then there are some that I only use whenever I'm self-tanning. Let's go ahead and talk about the things that I use either every day or whenever I wash my hair. I'm going to talk about the things that I use before I shower every single night. So I do use makeup remover wipes. I've heard that these are bad for your skin. However, this is one of the main things that doesn't break my skin out and takes my makeup off. I do double cleanse, so I will use this as like my first cleanser, and then I will go in with my cleanser. And I consider that double cleansing, so I just take the off-brand makeup wipes. These are just the Walmart brand ones. I have had no issues with these. I don't feel like these break my skin out any more than it already can itself. So these are the ones that I go in with. I'm gonna go ahead and take my makeup off with you guys. So let's pin this hair back. So I just go in and take off my makeup. And this is just easy, especially whenever we are traveling. Makeup remover wipes are so nice. I have tried the cleansing balms or the different things like that that are supposed to take away your makeup or melt your makeup off. Those always break me out. So I have not found one of those that is, one, not messy, and two, gets my makeup off the way that it needs to. The next thing I will do sometimes, or if I'm self-tanning. So the two things that I am talking about are my facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty, as well as my glycolic acid, which I found out that these have glycolic acid in them. So depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I will use this on my face, but most of the times I use these because these are just radiance pads. They have glycolic acid and lactic acids. This is safe for sensitive skin. So if I feel like I need to exfoliate my skin, because I do not use a face exfoliator in the shower because I figured that breaks my skin out so bad, I will go in with these, and these get my dead skin off without tearing my skin up. Taking one of these tonight and using it because I haven't done this in a little bit. I also need to grab some more. I'm also gonna attempt to self-tan tonight. I do have some self-tan left over, and I'm just gonna go over it, so don't judge me for that. This is what the pad looks like. It's just a tiny little pad, and it is damp, and I just go over my face. I only do this once every other day, if not once a week, just whenever I feel like my skin is getting to where I need to exfoliate. Now, whenever I do a fresh self-tan, I really only use this glycolic acid from The Ordinary on my skin whenever I am self-tanning. I don't really use this on my face anymore. I found it just works better on my body. It does fine on my face, but I feel like I just use it better for my body since this already has it in it. And what I do for this is, if I need to get self-tan off my neck or underneath my arms or in any type of creasing, like my elbows, I will take this on a big cotton round. I got these, I think, just from Amazon or maybe Walmart. They are pretty big, and I will soak the pad and then just take the pad, and this takes self-tan off so easily. It has been a game changer when it comes to self-tanning. I'm not going to use this tonight though, just for the sake of I'm not taking my SelfTan off, but if I needed to, this is what I use. That's all I do to prepare for the shower. Now, once it's time for me to hop in the shower, on days where I have to wash my hair, I do double shampoo, and I use 2 different shampoos for that. So the one that I have went back to time and time again is this L'Oreal Paris Elvive Hyaluron and Plump Hydrating Shampoo. This is really good and it smells really good too. I have had no issues with this. I don't notice my hair falling out more with this. I actually really enjoyed this shampoo. I used to use it all the time and I stopped for a little bit and started using a more expensive one, but I went back to this and she does me well. Along with that, I also use this Pantene Biotin and Collagen shampoo. This is really nice too. I don't notice a huge difference whenever I use this. Honestly, I like using drugstore stuff because it's cheap. I was using expensive shampoos, but David likes to use my shampoos as well. So it was hard keeping $40 bottles in the house when I only wash my hair once a week, but he washes his every day. So I just picked this up from the store and I have not noticed any issues with this. And then for conditioner, I just go in with the Elvive Split End Sealing Conditioner. I feel like this is really good and I feel like this has made my hair feel a little bit more healthy. I'm almost out of this one. All of these are almost gone. I actually need to repurchase more of those, but I have had no issues with those. I've had no issues with my hair feeling like it's not clean or that it's not soft. My hair, I feel like with all these products, has been super duper soft lately. And I don't notice any more shedding than normal. I actually notice less shedding with those products. So that's a win for me because I'm always scared of trying a shampoo out and losing all my hair. Then once I'm done with my hair and I am either letting my conditioner set in, I will go in with my face wash. I have steered away from this and I go back time and time again, and I have really noticed that when it comes to my skin, less is more. I had a 10-step regimen last year and my skin was terrible, but after going back to just using simple products and stuff like this, my skin has gotten so much better. So I just go in with the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. This is for normal to dry skin. My skin is very dry, but as the day goes on, I get oily, so it's really hard to keep my skin at bay. I do get dry patches and flaky skin, but then my T-zone is pretty oily. So this seems to really help. It also takes my makeup off really well too. If I did want to just double cleanse with this, I could, but the makeup wipe does its job, and then I just go in with this. Those work really well together, and I noticed that I don't really have to go in with anything else after this. I feel like this gets my skin really clean. I feel like it takes off all the makeup that it needs to. Now, whenever it comes to body wash, I have to be careful because my skin is very sensitive, so it will react to certain scents and really anything, but I have found that it does not react to the Tree Hut brand of body washes. These are really nice because they make me smell really good, and I feel like they obviously clean me well, but they don't break my skin out. They also don't make my skin feel super dry. There have been times, like Dove especially, I don't know what it is, but whenever I wash my body with Dove, it makes me feel so dry. I have found that this does really good for my skin, and I have no issues with this breaking my skin out. This is the one I'm using recently. It's the passion fruit one. It smells really good. It makes me think of summertime, so I keep this on deck too. Now, if I'm self-tanning, I will take a washcloth and put my body wash on the washcloth and scrub my body. And then I will go back in with the sugar scrub that my coworker actually makes. And it is from her own natural line of skincare stuff that she makes. And this is in the scent Country Apple. It's just a foaming scrub, but it's not super duper gritty. However, it's gritty enough to where it takes all the dead skin off, but not so much that it tears your skin up, because I have tried some exfoliators that tore my skin to pieces. This does not do that. It's very hydrating, and this is actually my second jar, and you can see I'm halfway done. I like to take this on a washcloth as well, and this really helps get my tan off and get my skin smooth. I do feel like it's helped the back of my arms too. If you guys can see, I have like the red chicken skin on the back of my arm. This really helps take that, not completely away, but it definitely helps make it look a little bit better and feel more smooth. Now, when it comes to razors, this is not really a fun item, but I just use this flamingo razor that I get at Walmart. Super inexpensive, and then I just get the replaceable razor heads. I used to use the Billy razor, but I feel like it was giving me ingrown hairs, so I didn't really care for that one as much. I probably need to give it another try, because it could have just been my skin at the time. My skin goes through weird phases all the time, but this is just convenient because I can just pick up the replacement heads at Walmart. So this is just the razor that I use. So now that we talked about all of my shower items, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower, wash my hair, and then I will talk to you guys whenever I am out of the shower, and I will show you how I take care of myself once I'm out. Now that I'm done with the shower, it felt so nice to take like an everything shower besides taking off my lashes, but I could still go a couple more days with these. I'm going to prep my skin to SelfTan tonight. Now, I also do this on nights that I'm not self-tanning too. I am putting more lotion than I normally would if I was self-tanning on a different night where I'm doing a fresh self-tan. But since I already have a base tan, putting on lotion makes it to where it doesn't get too dark. It just makes it blend a little bit nicer with my old tan, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, it gets a little crepey if I try to put a new self-tan on top of an old self-tan without using lotion. I did already go ahead and put my lotion on. So the lotion that I like to use is the Vaseline Nourishing Moisture. It's just, I always remember it's the yellow one. I always get a big bottle because I go through this like crazy. I use this every single night. Unless I'm doing a fresh self-tan, I won't put this on before I self-tan, but I do use this after I rinse my tan off. And then if I'm needing some extra moisture, this is another product that my teacher I work with makes. It's just a body oil that is all natural. It smells so good. So I also use this on my skin too. I did go ahead and moisturize my skin with this tonight, but obviously I can't show you guys because I don't want y'all to see all my business. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys about what I do on my hair. But before that, I'm gonna go in with lotion on my face. My moisturizer that I use every single day and every single night. It's the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This stuff is really good and it does not break my skin out. It's really good and hydrating without making my skin feel super greasy. So I use this every single night before bed, and I use it now since the seasons are changing and the weather's getting warmer. I use this in the morning as well because when the weather changes, my skin goes crazy. So I've been using it a lot more lately. And that is all that I use on my face unless I'm doing like my glycolic acid. Other than that, that is the only moisturizer I use. I also don't use any serums. I tried serums out and they just were not working with my skin. My skin did not enjoy them. So that's all I do with my face. Now, before moving on to what I do with my hair after I wash it, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the other hygiene products that I have. This is the toothpaste that I like to use. That's kind of weird, but I saw other people talking about, like when I've watched hygiene videos, they talk about their toothpaste. So I just use the Colgate Optic White. Just this pretty basic. And then for deodorant, it's really dirty, so don't mind that. I use the Secret deodorant, and this is in the Cool Water Lily, and this is the pH balance. This is one of the only deodorants that doesn't break out my underarms. My underarms are super sensitive, and I thought about trying to go the natural route, but I get nervous about stinking. So I have found that this works really good for me. I have no issues with this. It doesn't irritate my underarms, so I'm not gonna switch to something else and have a breakout because that in itself is so hard to get rid of. So I just keep using this because it doesn't give me issues, so we're gonna keep using it. And then you guys saw that I got a new Chanel perfume. This is what I use every day before I go anywhere. This is my signature scent now. I love this so much. I hope they don't discontinue it. It's a really clean smell, but it's not super fruity or too girly. I like it to have a little bit of a masculine smell, and this is perfect for me. Also use a water flosser that I got off of, I think Amazon, or I think it was TikTok actually. I think a company sent this to me. I actually really enjoy this, and what I like to do is put water in here, and then I mix in my mouthwash that I like to use, which is the TheraBreath, the pink one. This is really good, and it doesn't burn. I know some mouthwashes burn so bad, so what I do is put some of this in here and use the water flosser. Now moving on to hair. So after I shower and have washed my hair and everything, I will go in with my Redken One United, spray this all through my hair before I blow dry it. I will also take the L'Oreal Sleek It Heat Protecting Spray. This stuff is really good, especially whenever I'm getting ready to style my hair, but I always use this whenever I'm going to blow dry it as well. And once I blow dry my hair, the ends can sometimes be a little dry. So what I like to do is take the Verb Ghost Oil. I use this after I blow dry my hair. I also use this after I style my hair with like a curling iron or a straightener. I just put it on my ends. And whenever I am not washing my hair, this is the dry shampoo I like to use. It's just the Collab brand. It smells really good and it gives me really good volume, and it's a huge bottle for $8 at Walmart. Now I think that is all for my hygiene routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like videos like this, let me know and I could do more of them, but that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.